vabbing, maxing, relaxing, and attracting your best life. Yes, we have a full week ahead of us with a full moon coming up in Gemini on December the 7th at 11:09 p.m. Eastern Time. That is going to be lighting up. Let's see, for Pisces, that's going to be lighting up your fourth house. Fourth house deals with Cancer. So if you have a lot of Cancer in your chart, that may be something there. Fourth house is all about the home, your roots, family, your emotions, your children, your mother, women, femininity. Also, of course, rules your emotions since Cancer is ruled by the moon, and it is the house of our deep emotions and maternal instincts. Um, You've also been going through it with the eclipses, like Virgo in your ninth and third house. Virgo is your polar opposite. So, Virgo is on the opposite end of your spectrum, basically. So the eclipses have been in Taurus and Scorpio since November of 2021. And that means the North Node has been in your third house, represented by Gemini, the mind, thinking, communication, siblings, social activities, early education, things like that. And the ninth house is higher education, deep learning, psychology, the higher mind, travel. It also is relating to religion, law, organizations, outdated masculine energy and programming that we've been trying to leave behind with the South Node in the ninth house. You've also had Saturn running through is it your first house? Let's see. Saturn has been in Aquarius, so that would have been, if you're a Pisces rising, it could have been your 12th or first house. Um, so Saturn, of course, is the planet of discipline, karma, asking you to gain control over your emotions, dealing with ninth. I'm sorry, if it was dealing with 12th house issues, it would have been things dealing with like Pisces that you're familiar with, like endings and deep subconscious um, emotional waters of beliefs, you know, again, on a religious connotation, things that you believe and hold dear to you, the hidden, the unseen, the afterlife. Pisces is um, the eldest of the zodiac, so things dealing with old age and things like that. Now, if you are a Pisces rising, then of course the rising sign also deals with your first house of self-expression, the I am, your appearances, the body, your first impressions that you give people, your approach to life and your identity, things like that. Mercury is about to go retrograde on December the 22nd, one day after the winter solstice. And our ancestors believe that we were most vulnerable at this time of year just because of the lack of sunlight. You figure if the sun gives us our power and our energy, the lack of the sun being around, we can feel a little bit drained, especially with Mars being in Gemini as well in your fourth house, dealing with home and family. You may have been stressed or overloaded there. Or Mars is giving you additional passion and drive and making you want to act on feelings pertaining to the moon, since they are conjunct. So, with the full moon coming up on Wednesday, I just wanted to pull a couple cards from the Moonology deck. Also, a little bit of tarot from the Angel Wisdom Tarot cards. The full moon is opposite the sun. So that, of course, is the sun illuminating the moon fully. So it's kind of like us bringing our deepest, darkest, emotional, watery, deep feelings to the surface, shedding light on the things that were unseen or hidden or um, unclear in the past, may now have new illumination or new insight on particular feelings that you are dealing with pertaining the fourth house where the moon is currently going through. Now, again, this is all based on your particular birth chart. So, of course, every Pisces has a different birth chart. It's like a fingerprint. No two people have the same celestial alignment. If you want to learn how to read your birth chart, I put a thumbnail or a picture of the astrological alignment that will be going on during the full moon. So you would just go and get your free natal chart and will from any free site like Cafe Astrology or astrology.com. And compare your will to the will that will be in the sky on Wednesday. So if your rising sign again is Pisces, then you would just turn the will that I have in the thumbnail to where Pisces is the rising sign or the start of the wheel. And that's how you would read what planets are where in your natal chart and what planets are being activated by this current sky math. Because that's basically what your birth chart is. It's the mathematical blueprint or picture of where the stars were when you were born. It is so important that, you know, cities, buildings, mosques, churches, things that are held in high esteem to these hierarchies or organizations have been built aligned to stars, like Kemet or Egypt was celestially aligned to the stars and the heavens when it was built. The Great Pyramid, of course, is aligned to Sirius star, and we are headed into a new vibrational period where we're just asked to find the light within and use it to empower the world. Essentially, step into our higher selves by mastering our lower selves and using it to empower our higher selves. You know, taming the beasts within us. And Pisces knows all about that deep dive into the subconscious and dealing with, you know, things that pertain to the underworld, like Scorpio and Cancer. All the water signs have a particular gift and, you know, skill at dealing with our emotions. So this particular energy looks good for you this week, especially dealing with the fourth house. The fourth house, again, is about home, family, self-care, dealing with your emotions. And the tarot cards that have come up so far, what flew out is the Two of Cups. Of course, the cups deal with emotions. Now, this can be looked at as finding true love, like Whitney Houston said, the greatest love is the love of self, you know, the love that we have within. This could be balancing your masculine and feminine sides. I mean, we all have a feminine nature and a masculine nature. Or this could be flat out, like it says, falling in love or the resurgence of a romantic relationship, forgiveness, and the ending of challenges, exchanging gifts, which makes sense since it is the winter solstice and people are celebrating Christmas all throughout the, you know, northern hemisphere. It says, don't give up on people that you love. Don't give up on people you love. So finding the compassion. And it's deep because it says, don't give up on people that you love. But on the bottom of the deck was the 10 of air, which is like the 10 of swords. 10 of swords is all about basically giving up. But it's basically 10 of swords in most decks can be viewed bad. I mean, many tarot deck shows somebody laying on the ground with 10 swords in their back. So this card is a little better because they got all the 10 swords out their back, out of their mind, no longer stuck with, you know, mental discord, because the swords represent the mind, the mental air, fluidity of our thoughts and communication. This particular card shows the swords all neatly put away. So this person has healed. This person has pulled the swords and the knives out of their back, and they're headed towards a brighter day. It's kind of like as you see the door open, it makes me think of the Fool card, like they're starting a brand new adventure. They're leaving behind the turmoil, the past, any conflicts and mental turmoil, and they're headed towards clarity of new light. Perfect for a full moon. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. So it reads, the end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both, The opportunity for new happiness, a weight off of your shoulders, the end of an addiction or a melodramatic reaction. So, again, it's don't give up on the people that you love, but know how to set healthy boundaries. That's what Spirit said to me just now. Knowing that you are essentially making a choice right now. The Two of Wands comes after the Ace of Wands. It's like the Ace of Wands is all about a brand new beginning, a gift from Spirit. Wands are the fire element, all about action, passion, the fire within us. And this is a choice of whether or not we're going to use the fire to fuel our passions, or are we burning ourselves with our own, fire. And as soon as I said that, I thought of Mars being in Gemini. Again, Mars is the planet of war. Mars also, though, is the ruling planet of Aries, the starter, which makes me think of the one again, the one of the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is all about a new beginning, and so the Two of Wands is about taking that next step, choosing the path that you want to go down. You know what the past looks like. The past looks like knives in your back, or, some swords. Even if it wasn't somebody else putting knives in your back, it was your own mental stagnation or mental entrapment, and we're putting that down. We're headed towards a new direction, and I don't know why I just thought of Harry Potter with that cloak, the cloak of invisibility. I don't know where that ties in. You figure it out, take it how it goes, but being invisible, that might be good for, Mercury retrograde again is about to start December the 22nd, and that's all about entering the inner resources of our mind. Retrogrades are, instead of looking at the external world, taking a look at our internal world and reflecting, reviewing, and reimagining where our next steps should be. Underneath that is the High Priestess. So taking the next steps would be following your intuition. It says, meditate and turn inward to discover your soul's true desire. This is not a time for action. Develop your intuitive gifts and trust the wisdom that you receive. So it's not that we're saying be stagnant. It's not saying no action. It's saying before you take action, take some time to meditate, think about and plan where your next steps are headed. It says taking the next steps, bold and ambitious choices. Partnering with others who share your dreams, expanding your plans, continue to move forward. So it's not that you're not taking action, it's that you're taking action with deliberate thought, creation in mind, planning your next steps, not being impulsive and burning yourself, but using your passion to fuel your dreams. Perhaps you're partnering with someone, like it says, that share the same dreams as yours. Perhaps this is new love on the horizon. If so, you got the guardian angel here. It's like Cupid's arrow. Maybe you're getting a new home or moving in with someone, or someone moving in with you, since you can see the home in the background. I don't know if it can focus and you can see the home back there, but they're standing there offering each other their cup. So selflessness, sharing, giving, reciprocation. The Moonology cards, see, and I didn't even look at the Moonology cards, but synchronicities, I love it. The first one came out as clear your mind. So again, that's all about what the Ten of Swords is about. Getting clarity, pulling the swords out of your mind, or again, aligning them up in the basket, all nice and neat, instead of things being cluttered and disarray and your mind going in many, many different directions. What you want to do is clear your mind and meditate and contemplate. I'm telling you, can't make this stuff up. And this card is actually the Pisces card, new moon in Pisces. So during Pisces season, you will have your new moon. So maybe these changes or the next steps that you'll be taking will be coming up in Pisces season, at the beginning of the year in January-ish. The mutable sign of Pisces. Mutable, of course, means changeable, mutation, transformation, and there's a mutable sign of each element. So Pisces is the mutable water sign. You are able to use your emotions to bring about transformation. You're able to go in two directions at once, kind of like me, the Gemini twins. You are the water twins. So you understand duality, multiple personalities in a sense. If Gemini is the multiple personalities due to their mental makeup, then you may be multiple emotional personalities. I couldn't even get that out. That may be what you want to focus on for this full moon energy. You want to focus on using all of your emotions, meaning not repressing them, because the emotions that we shove down, the ones we don't address, the ones we bury, or the things that make us sick, the things that hold us back, the things that become blockages in our future. So it's not that we want to bury negative emotions or disown them by, making the shadow larger. We want to tame the emotions. We want to live in them, feel them, but not let them control us or keep us stuck in a mind thought or mindset that's going to entrap us or pierce our heart or hurt us, like the swords can do sometimes, especially when you got 10 swords in your back. It's painful. So this card already shows you've packed them up. You got your bags packed. You're headed in a new direction after making a new start after the Ace of Wands. And the new start is emotional balance, whether that's with someone else or by yourself. Balance is key. Balance is key. And of course, you know that, being the two fishies. Balance is key. So again, since the full moon is all about bringing, our darkest fears or even our darkest joys, just bringing the unseen to the light. Let's get a quick card from the Work Your Light Oracle deck to see in which way we want to use our light to benefit not only ourselves, but our family, those around us, basically as many as we can touch. The light is all about illumination, knowledge. Knowledge is light. Information is light. And we are now in the information age of Aquarius, which is all about innovation, humanity. The Council of Light. I'm trying to think of who got this. The Council of Light. I want to say Virgo got this. I've done Gemini and I've done Virgo. If I'm not mistaken, Virgo got this as well, which is, again, your polar opposite. If you have Virgo in your chart, you might want to watch that reading as well. But the Council of Light speaks about divine orchestration, helpers in subtle realms. So again, Pisces is all about the underworld, which is, the land and realm of spirituality. See all of these spirits, our ancestors, our guides. This can be, people that we've loved and lost, or friends that we may have lost over the last few years, family members, guides. This could be our archangels. This could be our higher self. But this is the higher planes interacting with you and divinely leading you in the right direction. All you got to do is open up and listen to them. Bottom of the deck was deep replenishment. So again, meditate and contemplate. That's the best way to get deep replenishment. It says retreat, rest, and be held. So maybe you're getting held and reassured, and your ego is being boosted, and you're just being reminded how beautiful and wonderful you are and how deserving of love you are by someone else or by your masculine energy, your feminine energy, whichever side of you needs the balance. Be held. Shoot, you can hold yourself. You can have your loved ones hold you. You can have your children hold you, your parents hold you. But just know that you can find peace. I mean, they say a hug is so powerful. Wow, that kind of flew out. And I felt that that was yours. It says, am I consistently showing up? This is from the Soul Truth deck. I wanted to end the reading on a question so that we can reflect on it all week, making sure that we are answering the questions that our soul is asking. And this one is asking, am I constantly showing up? It says, some trade their dreams for comfort, yet comfort is an enemy of progress. Success requires showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, and even when it feels uncomfortable. It takes guts and an endless vision to stay consistent to your dream. The sole action is to journal where you can, be more consistent in your life. Journal where you can, be more consistent in your life in alignment with your soulful goals, and then show up. Now, I'm not 100% sure if it was Virgo or Gemini, but I know journal also came up. I want to say Virgo. So again, if you have Virgo placements in your sun, moon, rising, or any stelliums, or if you're dealing with a Virgo, there might be something in the Virgo reading for you as well. Council of the Light. I read this, I want to say, let's see for Virgo. Let's see what the Council of the Light has to say. Again, it says divine orchestration. The Council of Light is a team of benevolent beings who are here to assist the raising of consciousness of the planet. They are here to help you achieve your soul mission and are guiding you every step of the way. However, because we live in a world where free will reigns, they cannot help you without your permission. If you would like their assistance, it's time to ask them. They can help you with all kinds of requests. Nothing is too big or too small. Think of them as your personal team of helpers in the spirit realm. They are willing and ready to step in and get to work. What would you like help with? What tasks would you like to delegate to them? The Council of Light is a team of ascended masters, light beings, angels, and guides devoted to the rising of earth and all humanity. If you are a light worker, it is from them that you receive your personal mission. Like a spirit world United Nations, they want to thank you so much for doing this work and devoting your life to uplifting the planet. Pray to them for clarity and guidance regarding your personal mission. Put in your request and let them get to work. It says, hold the card on your heart and say, Council of Light, I am ready to receive your help for fulfilling my personal dharmic mission. Thank you for guiding me with clarity every step of the way and for sending me helpers and experiences that delight my mind, body, and soul. Ashe. So, again, use your guides, your way showers, your minds to gain clarity during this full moon and this week coming up. The clarity is going to help you remove all the swords or any sporadic mental thoughts that you have going on, tapping into the higher intuition of the high priestess so that you can make the right choice, moving down the right path. And you know you're making the right choice because, again, you are divinely guided. This is divine orchestration. All you have to do is meditate, contemplate, tap into your inner resources, and right under that comes the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Water, which is emotional fulfillment. It says dreams and wishes coming true. Your dreams become reality. A magical time in life. Good fortune and faith in the universe that all will be well. Ashe. So clear your mind, Pisces. Clear your mind, Pisces. Clear your mind, and the rest shall follow. Meditate and contemplate. Faith in the universe. I mean, Pisces is the planet of faith. Pisces is the planet Pisces is the zodiac that rules the 12th house of the underworld, of old age, meaning spiritual wisdom, beliefs, the afterlife. Also rules karma and dharma. Karma is not bad. It's just the energy that you put out coming back to you. So put out good energy, align with your life. It says, ask yourself what is not aligned or needs to change. Face your shadow. Make those choices to change the things that are no longer representing the best part of you or the highest timeline that you want to be on. And step into your future with confidence, baby, because it's looking good to me. It's looking good to me. So I wish you all the luck. I hope you have a fabulous week. If you enjoyed this video, hit a like for your girl, subscribe, make sure you stay in touch. I'll be dropping more videos like such. Until we meet again, I hope you have a fabulous and happy, prosperous full moon. Peace.